Welcome to Sportcast SG,
where you buy with clear, evaluate with Lex,
and build well with water concept. Okay, Audrie, today what we are going to do is this is really a podcast. It's really onto resale versus new launch. Which is better?
I think this is a very, very popular question that people ask.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will say, buy new launch because new launch is where it makes money.
Yes, and also this is a very, very popular topic that a lot of people will do actually.
Yeah, and do you ever wonder if everybody is buying new launch, right? Then who's going to buy the resale? Today we want to clear up one of the biggest misunderstanding in the Singapore property market.
Yeah.
That is, there's no clear buy between resale and new launch.
It's not a you die must go into new launch or you die can only go into resale, that kind of thing. Yes.
So if you're still asking which one is better, you're asking really the wrong questions. Okay, because what we feel is the real question is what suits you, your finance, your timeline, and your exit.
Correct.
Okay, that's why clear framework is necessary. Because let's look at it because both new launch and resale, right, if you ask me, both can build well.
Both are able to do it, and both can also become very, very expensive mistakes for you.
Yes, exactly. Because when you buy an emotion and not logic, right, things go haywire. Okay,
yes,
so what is this? Okay, so today I think what we want to do is this because most buyer, right, don't actually wants to buy a property only. Okay, when they are buying, they are looking at certainty.
Of course, this is the biggest purchase of my life. Because I want to be as certain as possible.
Yes. So often we always see this. Is new launch safer? Is resale cheaper?
Yeah.
Actually, based on resale price that is so cheap now, in terms of new launch, I should be better off buying a resale.
But property, it doesn't work in absolutes. There's no confirm this, confirm that.
Yeah, that's why when we see, case study or what works for your cousin, your friend, your agents, having a, portfolio telling you, hey, I do this, you should also follow me, might not necessarily suit you.
Yeah, so today, right, instead of going into resale versus new launch, we are actually going to reframe this thing.
Yes, so it's really based on timeline, cash flow, liquidity, and lifestyle. Okay, so what suits you now is the property that you should go into. Okay.
So let's start with new launches.
Okay, so the strength of new launches. All right, new launch biggest advantage is really liquidity management.
Yeah, why liquidity management?
Because you don't have to pay upfront. Okay, your CPF and cash, right, are released progressively.
Because of progressive payment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's really based on the construction milestone. So for many buyers, right, this means lower monthly stress at the start, better ability to plan, as well as more room to deploy funds elsewhere.
Yeah. In the meantime, you can probably go for some other stuff with the money that you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
And new launch, if you ask me, right, the good points is really on this is newer design, more functional layout.
For example, from last year onwards, it was mainly harmonized.
Yes. So fully usable space. Developer won't charge you for extra space anymore.
Yes.
And then of course it's really on a longer lease runway. Okay, I have to say you don't have to do a lease reset when you're buying new launch.
Yes.
Okay. And then of
the
course
transformation upside.
Yes.
For example, towns like
Tengah.
Yeah, Tengah. Yes.
Okay, so transformation outside in the sense that you will be one of the first mover, and that's why you are buying at the lowest price possible. Okay, but then what's the trade-off actually?
But of course, with all the advantages that we have talked about, there's definitely some disadvantage to it. Cannot be everything is so perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
So the real trade-off is number one is the moment you buy your house, right, it's not the 3 months to getting your keys.
Yeah.
It could mean 3 or 4 years.
Correct.
And this 3 or 4 years means what? You will have to throw in more funds.
You have to probably rent.
Yes.
You throw in the funds to rent.
Yes.
If not, you have to probably stay in with your parents or anybody else.
Or you carry dual commitments for those who actually can pay, ABSD. Yeah, you'll be buying and then you will have to hold on to
two different
loans,
payment and all.
Yeah, but new launch will work best when your timeline allows patience. I have to say you have a place to stay. Okay, you don't mind renting to get a new one.
Correct.
And then
because sometimes with renting it does make sense. So it's really dependent on yourself, your finances.
Yes.
That's why a proper framework is really needed.
Yes, deep dive into again, why are we always talking about proper framework? Because with our clear framework, it really defines your goals.
Correct.
Giving you full clarity, and we evaluate the kind of properties that you should go into before you even think of buying.
Yes.
Yeah. So importantly is don't sell before you buy lah.
Yeah.
Unless you start already, you need to buy then. I think that's when you even need our framework more.
Correct.
Okay.
So our framework, right, is not only just for like new launches.
Yes.
Yes, it works also on resale.
Actually, because our framework, what we do is this: we actually do a clear planning for you. So clear framework, so yes, so start with C. So it gives clarity. So today clarity means what? We are talking about your finances, your goals.
Correct.
Okay, what you are looking for with a time frame of between 10 to 15 years, depending on what your goals is. Okay, then we'll list out the viable options. For example, today, you don't have an extra place to stay, you don't want to fork out extra cash, and then you need a place to move in immediately.
Yes.
Then we will highlight the resale projects that is worth going into.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, but of course, with resale project, we also list out a few of the new launches project which might suit your framework. And then after that, what we do an evaluation. Yes, evaluation, that's where, our LEX method come in: location, exit, entry.
Yes.
Okay, and that's very important when you identify a project to buy, because you want to buy something that, number one, easy liquidity when you need to. Because yes, today you can be buying a property, say, hey, my plan is to stay 15-20 years and I don't intend to
You may
sell.
plan to stay for a really long time, but sometime down the future, you may not know what's going to happen.
In Chinese 计划永远跟不上变化。
Because family, may change, you may have a bigger family and all these things.
So the planning the evaluation allows you to sell when the time comes to, without having to hold on for too long. Because I'm sure you don't want to hold on to a property for 2 years just trying to sell it off.
Yes.
And that will happen if you go into a wrong buy without the proper LEX method to evaluate your property.
Our framework might be very general. Yeah, it might seem very general, but actually what we do is we really deep dive into individual or even a couple's portfolio, the finances and everything like that.
In fact, it looks clear, simple to you, but then what we do is really a deep dive, real analysis on everything. So it encompasses every aspect of your life so that we can actually plan the proper framework for you.
Yeah, and it gives you a clearer idea.
Yes, so one more important thing is it's a bespoke framework. I would say today you see this person, use this framework, using our clear framework, planning this way, but for your case it might be different. So today, if you're interested to know what clear framework suits you, contact us.
It might differ even if it's your twin brother or sister.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about resale. Today, why would people buy resale?
I think the biggest advantage is I want to be able to move in.
Yeah.
Almost immediately.
3 months. 3 months.
Yeah, I mean 3 months are not like today I buy, then tomorrow I can move in, but almost immediately. Yes.
Yeah, so there's no waiting for construction, no uncertainty over timeline. And this is powerful, definitely for family who is upgrading. I mean, if you do not want to rent and you have 2 kids, I think the best thing is to sell and then buy and then have a seamless transition.
Yes.
And then, of course, it's also for direct buyers who need the space now. You cannot afford to wait.
Yeah.
And, of course, it's also for people exiting their rental.
Yes. You don't want to be signing another 2 years rent. So I just want to get my own house and go into it. That kind of thing. Yeah.
Correct. But resale has a hidden cost that most people overlook. And it's really the renovation cost.
It's very expensive now.
Yeah, because renovation nowadays is no longer cheap. Today you can be hearing, 50,000 just for a 3-room flat, 100,000 for a condo, 200,000 for even a bigger condo and more.
Yes.
So unlike property, rental does not appreciate.
Reno.
Reno does not appreciate.
Reno is a depreciation thing.
Yes. So today you throw 150, probably you lose that 150 when you're trying to sell a property. So new launches, you will not have this problem because most of new launch come renovated. The only thing that you need to put in is simple furnitures. Simple
Probably
fitting.
some reno is according to your style, but most of the things are already done up.
Resale will work best only when
the entry price is right.
Yes. So look at the entry price before you enter a resale. The layout must be efficient to your needs.
Yes.
Okay, and rental spending must be controlled.
Yeah.
Okay,
You don't get into something and then you have to spend like 200,000 just for a ceiling, to get rid of things.
Yes, but this is really a general guide. I mean, of course, if you intend to buy a resale and put it as your future forever home, then spend what you want.
Yes. So instead of asking whether to buy a resale or a new launch, these are what you need to be asking.
Okay, number 1, do I need to move in now or I can actually wait?
Or you don't mind waiting.
Yeah. Is my cash flow stronger now or later?
Yes.
Okay.
Will I prefer a stage payment, progressive payment in that sense?
Or a faster lifestyle solution.
Yes.
Okay. And the last but not least, that's where, if you're doing a stay vesting, this is very important, is am I optimizing liquidity or prioritizing convenience? Because there's no best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Okay. So importantly is this. New launch gives you time. Resale gives you immediacy.
Yes.
Or new word, immediacy.
Immediacy. Yeah.
Okay. Neither is better. It's just what suits you and when they solve different problems for you.
Correct.
Yeah. So you must be very clear. Today when you're buying a property, right, it's never about everybody say must buy new launch. I must also buy new launch.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
It's not about following the crowd.
Yes. Resale is cheaper. I must buy resale. No. It's really based on your
needs.
Your needs. Okay. So then the mistake that we often see when they are buying a property is really this buying new launch without accounting for waiting costs.
Yes, just like what we mentioned, the rental costs.
The rental and things like that. Yeah. And then the second one is really
buying.
Okay. The mistake that we saw, right? We are drafting out is really on people who want to buy the resale or new launch and then looking to sell in between the 5 to 10 years period. Okay, so the second mistake is really buying resale and overspending on renovation. Yeah, because everybody like new and nice house. Also, if I never reno, I think I cannot stay in it. Okay,
Yes.
so if that is the case, then probably a new launch might suit you better. Okay, and choosing based on emotions instead of numbers. Okay, because when buyers regret their purchase, it's rarely because it was resale or new launch. It's because it didn't
didn't suit them.
their life stages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see people saying, buying what new launches, thinking that they can get profit in a shortest time, but then when they move in, they realize that this place really cannot stay.
It's not what I would want to stay in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the importantly is this. The truth is there's no a must buy between resale and new launch. It's really depending on your need.
Yes.
And property success come from 3 things.
Clarity, timing, and discipline.
Yes. So when you choose based on what suits you, both resale and new launch can work. And importantly is when you follow noise, both can become
That would be scary.
Alright, so if you are still deciding between resale and new launch, I think don't decide based on opinion. Don't listen to your friend, your whoever. Okay, deep dive and study which one really suits you.
Yeah, seek professional advice, I would say.
Okay, it's really deciding based on your number, timeline, and your exit plan if you have. So that's why you need a framework before you really decide to buy.
Yes.
And that's how we actually avoid regrets and build property decision faster with clarity. Okay, and last but not least, this is Sportcast SG. Do us a favor, subscribe if you like what you see,
Yes.
tell us what you want to hear more, and then join our Telegram and socials. See you.